Bonjour again.
Top of the manhole to you.
From Peggy.
This is our second day. We're minus 48.
Check in. It's our 15th episode.
What up? Happy
Today's-
anniversary. 15th episode.
To 15.
It's just a number. We could say happy anniversary to every episode if we wanted.
We might do that.
Yeah.
And today's June 1st. And today, what did we do, Rach?
You want to know what we did?
I-
We went to the Palace of Versailles. What? We did. Do you want to know what happened though when we were there?
What happened?
We'll tell you about it. Well, we were going through the security line, and Jen lost her earring.
It
came out.
Yeah. Rough.
No, but it was really nice because all of the security people stopped the line. It was one of those baggage check where it has to go through and she looks at it on the screen. You know, it's the X-ray, and they stopped everyone and looked around. It was nice.
It was really nice. I felt terrible. I was like,
we're like, it's okay. Luckily, she found the front and the back's easily replaceable. Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
But so we went to that. Was at Versailles. That was probably the best thing that happened.
So far, it's probably the coolest thing that we've seen on our trip. I'm partial to the Madrid Palace, but I can't show you any pictures of that, but we have pictures of Versailles, and then we can YouTube and Google pictures, and then you can decide for yourself when I get back. But it's also because it's in Madrid and it's Spain.
Can we do it when I get back?
Do it. I said we.
You said I.
Well, you're staying. Forgot to tell you, Rachel's staying.
No, she's wrong. No, but it was. I personally it was one of my favorite things that we've seen. It was amazing. It was
extensive.
Oh my god!
It's huge. It's so.
And you know what is the hugest? The gardens. I mean, that's what I wanted to look up was the acreage, how many acres the gardens.
It was ridiculous.
It was crazy. It was amazingly gorgeous.
We got there around 9:30, 10, and we left around 5:30. So we've been there literally the whole day, and we didn't even explore half the gardens. Even a quarter of them we didn't explore.
Yeah.
I mean, we only explored a quarter.
I mean, I think I should show you guys the map.
We're going to get the map out. It was a 30-minute walk from the actual palace to the far end of the
Petit Trianon.
Le Petit Trianon. I'd like to say Triomphe because I don't know what.
Trianon.
Which is where Marie Antoinette stayed.
It was her estate.
It was her estate. And before that, it was another queen something with a B.
Yeah.
And then Marie Antoinette took over.
Let's see how well you guys can see this. Okay, so here...
This is the palace.
Mm-hmm. This is the gardens.
Ridiculous.
Here's that Petit and Grand Trianon, and this is all gardens all over here.
Look
at the size of that. Look at that. Imagine walking that. You know what they did do, which was pretty brilliant? You could rent golf carts.
Yeah, it was
those
cool.
around the gardens.
We did not do that, but that was really cool.
You know,
and there were little train things going through.
Shuttles and everything.
It was cute.
It was amazing, and we learned a lot.
Gorgeous.
Just going through there. We kind of wish we would have gotten the audio guides. It would have been...
So we think we're going to do that tomorrow for the Louvre. Yeah. For all you travelers out there, highly recommend the audio guides. They're never more than €4 or €5. Yeah. And you might as well know what you're looking at.
But it was cool. We saw all the rooms, and we are quite excited to watch the Marie Antoinette movie with Kirsten Dunst, just to see how it compares, or to see if they did the real filming there, and because we know we were there.
See where they filmed it, and where's obviously Hollywood, you know. But we saw where their chambers. We saw the king and queen's chambers, and this is interesting. They would have a curtain over their bed, and they could get up at their own pace and do whatever they want. But then, when they opened the curtain, there would be, what would you say?
Probably at least 15
people. Or 20 people.
Watching them rise is the terminology.
And it was just, I don't know, it could have been simpletons that, had some kind of nobility or some push and pull
it was both.
In the society. And have some, this was a big deal to watch the king or queen get ready.
Yeah.
Which was strange. I don't know that I'd like that. Do you think you would enjoy that, Rach?
No. No, I would not. Like they helped them get dressed.
It was very interesting.
It was very interesting.
A lot of paintings of wars. Mm-hmm. Louis XIV was a really interesting guy. 16th, 14th. There was 14th and 16th.
There was 17 of them.
Yeah, well, there's a ton of them. And
Louis XVI was married to
He's
Marie
like the
Antoinette.
one. Okay. So the 16th. Right. That was right. And we found out he needed 3 nurses to help take care of him when he was a baby.
Like wet nurses.
Yeah, strange.
He was very
pompous.
Spoiled and pompous and greedy, they described him as.
You could totally see it from the paintings. He had greed written all over his face. Totally.
Completely.
They had separate chambers for the king's favorites.
Mistresses.
Yeah, so that's interesting because how royalty goes, like it's interesting because if Obama ever had an affair, that would probably be the biggest thing in our history, like we would kick him out of office. But in Europe, it's really interesting because they don't care all that much. Like the president right now, or the king of Spain, he had a ton of affairs when he was younger. And no one cares. Like that's just he just gets around.
You know what was weird is like the Philippe Patek Museum, the clock museum that we saw in Geneva. You read something about one of the king of Siam or something. He had like 92 mistresses and produced like 33 boys and 44 girls. So he had like 70 some kids from 92 different women.
It was nasty.
Which how does that even work? 92,
I don't even.
77. The 92 may be a little off. But I know it was like 33 and 44, I think.
For the kids. Mm-hmm. So, but that kind of makes sense.
So I guess they're... Oh, well, yeah. So he had 92 mistresses and then got kids out of some of them.
The details are a little screwy.
And we need not go into those. But it's just an interesting thing that we've been coming across.
Yeah, we saw the Hall of Mirrors, which is the most... that's like the most important thing you see at Versailles. Like you can't go to Versailles and not see the Hall of Mirrors.
It was gorgeous.
It's literally this giant rectangular room, giant, and it's got mirrors on either side, so it reflects that. And Louis XVI was really big on saying that the sun is always shining on his kingdom. Right. So he was known as the sun god. And there's a lot of Apollo statues, which is the Greek god for the Greek god in representation of the sun. So
Apollo's incorporated in
and like all of the
fountains throughout the garden.
Yeah,
it was amazing, and
it's gorgeous.
It was packed there.
Yeah,
all the people that were there was.
We're getting into some high tide now.
Yeah.
Some really really touristy areas.
Yeah, but
that's okay.
We ate lunch, a late lunch. We had just like paninis from one of the vendors there. We were laying down by one of the gardens, and we totally crashed. Just passed out completely. We were laying on the grass, and we just fell asleep.
Just taking a stroll through the gardens of Versailles. No big deal.
It was really, really cool.
It's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And then we came back, and we've just made some ravioli, and just hanging out now. Yeah. And then tomorrow we're gonna go see the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower. To say it like that.
Jen says I can't do the exclamation because my voice can't get that high. Yeah, she's right.
I think yours can get high. It's just like my voice is so crackly that I can get this weird squeak.
Yeah, like all the people that
like
asked
a bat squeak.
Oh my gosh, what happened to your voice? Your voice is gone.
People are really concerned about that.
I know. I'm just used to a raspy voice. People asked her do you sing with that sexy raspy voice? Classic. So yeah, I mean, it was a great day. We're pretty beat. Mm-hmm. The weather held out for us. It was probably...
You're so lucky.
Probably 60s. It was a little windy, so it was a little chilly, but for the most part, it was pretty nice. Busted out the shorts and the short sleeves.
That's right. Can you give us a quick visual of maybe your knee? There it is. Bare skin. It's just been really nice because it's been so cold here. It's been freezing. So
that's what all the locals are telling us is no, it's freezing here.
Yeah.
Usually
it's unnaturally cold this summer.
Yeah,
of course. But we will be in Greece in late June. There's no way.
So for all of you who are wondering why we're not really tan yet, you just wait.
Don't worry.
Just wait.
Don't worry. We hear Paris is usually rainy, so.
Yeah. It's the fact that we got 2 nice days out of it.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky with weather, which is awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just Versailles, no big deal.
Whatever. I just went to Versailles, her dolls. They described Marie Antoinette as very, like, frivolous and extravagant, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she was just, and not many
She took
people liked
advantage
her.
of like the perks that came with being queen.
Yeah.
Like she held
was like, nobody can
extravagant,
question me.
expensive parties.
Yeah.
She took advantage of that stuff, and hey, good for her.
I mean, yeah, because
we found out that they were both beheaded.
Yeah.
Louis the 16th and her were beheaded at like the start of the French Revolution, right?
Yeah, that was well, I mean, like, that's like kind of the pinnacle
Yeah.
of the French Revolution is when they got their heads chopped off. Rough. No. Dare I say mocking?
Dare I say? Dare I say I'll look it up?
That's been our key phrase this entire time.
Because there's so much we want to learn and there's so much we want to know. And we're
it
like,
up.
oh, we'll look it up. And we have been pretty good about it. Like, you should have seen like all the statues in Versailles lining the gardens. And that would have been
Each of them had a specific meaning. And
that would have been when it would cool to have the audio guide.
Right.
But, so we kind of looked into that. But they had like a book with every statue in it in the description, but it was all in French.
Unfortunate that c'est la vie.
I would have probably gotten that. It was
cool. It was worth it. There's over 300 statues in these gardens, which makes sense to us because it's seriously huge.
Yeah. So yeah, but we're gonna just chill,
head out and try to find Marie Antoinette on TV. Maybe
that would be so lucky. Cross your fingers for us. Bye bye.